Okay, I've literally tried making this video like 3 times now. I don't know why I'm feeling so awkward. I think it's just been a minute since I've recorded myself. So hey guys, how you doing? Welcome back to my channel. This is gonna be like a weekly vlog that was requested by somebody, and I was like, that's actually kind of like a cool idea I want to try out. I'm not gonna do this every week, but I just want to show you kind of like what a week at Fort Sam Houston looks like for me. Especially being in holdover, I graduated my classes, or phase 1 of my tech school back in October. January 8th. So yeah, waiting on my orders. I'm head Spartan. I'm in charge of everybody in holdover. So I want to show you what a week looks like for me when it comes to that, and just show you how a day goes here. Might interview some people, get their feedback on like a couple things. So I'm excited to see how this one plays out. So it's Sunday. What better way to start off than a Sunday? I'm in this like area. There's like stairs here and it like connects the hallways. I don't know why, but I'm so shy like recording in front of people. Like my roommate, she literally knows I have a YouTube channel. She literally knows I'm about to do this, and I still just can't bring myself to like start talking to a camera in front of her. I don't know. I'm shy. I don't really know. It's like I'm shy, but I'm not, but I'm shy, but I am. I don't know. So yeah, I'm in here. I went to go do my laundry and all the washes were taken. So I was like, naturally, of course. So yeah, every weekend day, we have to go scan in by noon. So I was like, well, I'll just go downstairs and scan it real quick, come back and see if there's any washers open. I've already washed my hair this morning, went ahead and started my day off like that. So today's just gonna be like a cleaning day, and I'm gonna go to the gym, eat my leftovers. Don't really have anything planned for today. Sundays are really chill. If you look out here, that's the drill pad. Yeah, so I don't really know what else to say about that, but all right, time to go scan in. All right, so I just scanned in or whatever, but yesterday I did a glute and quad day at the gym. Oh my God, completely obliterated my muscles. Like I'm not as sore as I thought it would be, but I know tomorrow it's gonna hit even more, so I'm not prepared for that. So I know today I need to be stretching so I can try and heal those muscles. Yes, there's one open, praise God. I'm absolutely starving. I don't even know why I took this long to eat, but I want to go to the gym, so I don't want to eat my leftovers, because then I'm gonna be, it's Mexican food. I'm not gonna eat that before I go to the gym. But I've had these for a while, but I don't want them. And I'm out of bowls because I need to go to the commissary real bad. So I'm about to be very wasteful and dump these out, but use the bowl. Because to be honest, I've had them for such a long time because I don't like these. So I'm gonna do, yeah. And I can't do anything without making a mess, so there's that. I thought I had no spoons left, but I have 2 left. Yeah, I gotta go to the commissary real bad, and that will be happening today. Like, I just used the last of my detergent. Actually, no, I didn't have any. I used my roommate's, and that was the last of hers, so gotta go real bad. Also, if you're still drinking cow's milk, what are you doing? What are you doing? Literally, almond milk, oat milk, whatever the case. Or stop drinking cow's milk. That's no bueno. This is so full, but the thing about me is I feel like I can't eat my cereal until all of it has gotten like pushed into the milk at some point. Like, does that make sense? Like I literally, maybe I need more milk. No, but it's gonna spill. But like, I just have to stab all of it. Oh gosh. Okay. But some days I don't get everything I want, so we're gonna have to improvise. It's gotta be in the milk.
Now 45 minutes to stand out for morning accountability.
I did that already. The thing I'm not gonna miss when I leave here is the announcement. Because it's like, they be waking me up sometimes. Like there's really been times where like they just wake me up in the morning and it's a Saturday morning and I'm pissed. But then there's some days I'm grateful for it, because throughout the week, they wake me up in the morning when I fall back asleep. So I ain't gonna diss it, but it just be the end of the day. Like, attention to the girl, attention to the dormitory. I just be like, bro, please. Like, I just want to chill. Like, I just want to feel like I'm off the clock. But I literally work from home. I thought about that today. I literally work from home. Because this room is my home. But I just go downstairs and I go to work. Oh. The fact I'm supposed to be operational right now and I'm still here. You know, I've gone through phases with it as far as like my emotions. Like at first I was like, okay, I'm not leaving right away. You know, I could wait another week or two. And I'm like, oh my God, it's been 3 weeks. Oh my God, it's been 4 weeks. Oh my God, it's been 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 weeks. I've been angry about it. I've been upset about it. And then I'm at the point like, it doesn't even faze me anymore. Like, I'm here. I'm just letting, you know, I'm being patient. And just letting whatever is gonna happen play out. But I actually will be getting my orders very soon, for a fact. Actually this week I should be finding out my phase 2 location. And then I'll get my orders and I can go. So I'm so excited. I got my duty station and yeah. Everybody's situation isn't like mine. A lot of people think it's gonna happen to them. It's not. You know, everyone's situation is different. So that is why my orders have been on like hold or whatever, but this is Airman Carter. We're at the DFAC and look at this line. I don't even think you'll freaking see this. It goes like all the way through there. And normally the upstairs is always open, but it's closed today. So the whole army and their platoons or whatever you'll call them coming in here. I'm hungry. I didn't go to the gym. But I took like a 3-hour nap. No, get in line. We're eating here as a family.
A divorced family.
Wow, no. Alright, this is what we're working with. If I was to ever be like sobriety tested, please don't make me walk in a straight line because I literally can't even do that sober. Like, you know when you're walking on the sidewalk with your friends and you slowly just start wandering and they end up bumping into each other? That's me. Like, I just can't walk in a straight line. Alright, so on Sundays we have curfew at 2000, which means we need to be back in our rooms and stay in our rooms. We have to have our airman leaders come around and check our CAT cards, so we all stand at our doors and wait for her to come do that. GI party is basically just a time designated for us to really deep clean our rooms and get them inspection ready order for the week. Of course, you know, you're going to keep your room clean throughout the week, but this is just a chance to like really deep clean it and give us that time to do that. And also for the airman leaders to clean parts of the dorms as well. So GI party ends when everything is done. Another thing is GI party does not start until all airmen are in the building and accounted for. And this is me working on the laundry that I did that day, and as you can see, I am so excited to do that. Also, fun fact, I actually do fold clothes, like some of my clothes, the same way they taught us in basics. So I fold my towels the same way, I fold my socks the same way, I hang my pants up the same way, and no, I am not rolling my shirts. That is entirely way too much, and I will never do that again. But I do like the way my long socks were rolled, so I did stick with that, as well as the towels. And don't come for my towel folding. I am not here to pass an RLA inspection. I do not care if the corners match perfectly or everything is facing the same way. And if I'm being honest, I'm pretty sure that was one of the demerits I got in my RLA appraisal. I don't know. But no, I am not worried about that. Nor am I worried about making sure my socks are super tight and there's all the circles are, you know, good on the ends. If you know, you know. You know exactly how detail-oriented they are in regards to that sock rolling, and that is not something I'm striving for. I'm just trying to get my socks rolled so I can put them away in my drawer. This is just me getting my uniform ready for the next day, putting on the patches on where they're supposed to go, and there we go. Journaling is one of my favorite things to do, and I love doing them on Sundays just so I can set the intention for the week, set my goal for the week, and start the week off on a good note. I've been journaling for a few years now, and it is still to this day one of my favorite emotional outlets. Just when you don't ever know what to say or don't feel like actually confiding in someone, it's just a time to really be 100% with yourself and just, put it all on the paper. And sometimes when you don't know what to say, you just start writing and it just starts flowing, and it's a really good release. So I would always recommend journaling to anybody. After I finished journaling, I just started taking notes in regards to the next video I have planned for you guys, and that is how I ended my night. Now for Monday, everybody's favorite day of the week. As you can see, it does not look like I wanted to get up. I never want to get up in the mornings, but here we are, getting up because if I don't show up, I get arrested. Just kidding, but for real. So yeah, this is me getting ready in the morning and completely loving my life and every decision I've made thus far.
I'm gonna try those single lashes that you put on yourself, like the individuals.
Those are hard though, aren't they?
I don't know. I'll be seeing people do them and they look really easy.
I never blushed on my life myself.
Oh, I do the strips, but
Just put glue on it and just put it around.
mm-hmm.
Alright, it's like 7:27 or something like that, and typically if you are going to class or if you're not phase 3, you need to be outside already by 7:20 for morning formation. I'm phase 3, so I can scan out by 7:40. I got out of bed at like 6:40. I really wasn't feeling it, but I get ready pretty fast. I don't really have a lot to do. Normally I'd eat in my room, but I don't have any food. I didn't go to the commissary yesterday like I said I would. I need to go today, so starting off the week great, I guess. I'll be eating at the defect this morning because I can't function without breakfast. Like, ever since I joined, I need 3 meals a day or I can't function. And you're really gonna get into that schedule, especially through basic. But growing up, I never ate breakfast. I'd be like, oh, it's too early, and I'm just wait till lunch. Now I'm like, that granola bar didn't do anything. I need some real substance. So yeah, I'm about to grab my stuff, lock up my wall locker, and then head downstairs to scan in, dismiss my people for breakfast, accountability, all of that. So yeah.
One of the privileges of being phase 3, even if you are in class, you get to skip out on morning formation and march yourself to school because class doesn't start until 8 o'clock. You go to morning formation and then march there. You get there about 7:40 anyways, and that's the latest that you can leave the building. So this will get you there on time. But yeah, that's my stuff. These are those big 41s, my accountability. So I'm just gonna go through. You can see the start date. So I'm not gonna filter these out because a lot of people left last week. So, bless you. Male or female? Yeah. You're in Spartan flight, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Is it your first? No, it's not. I know your name.
Friday.
Huh?
Friday was my first step, so.
One of each. Can both of y'all be the escort to go with them? Good morning. How you doing? Have a good day. Are you going to the DFAC for breakfast? Okay, so go with them, and if it runs into over an hour, message me on Discord, and I'll get you a replacement. You're welcome. Okay, so the thing with Spartan flight, obviously Spartan flight is everybody in holdover. So whether you have gotten here and you're waiting to start class, whether you get reclassed and you're waiting for new orders, or if you've graduated and you're waiting on orders. So, oh, he's on CQ now. Every day, it fluctuates. Sometimes I have 5 people, sometimes I have 85 people, and I'm not kidding. It really can fluctuate that much. Yes, last week I actually had a really big flight, but a lot of them have left, as you see. So now I'm stuck down with this little group, and then my regulars, my regulars on here. Another thing is, it's gonna be, when I leave, I have to pick the next head Spartan. And that's gonna kind of be difficult, not only because I have to pick somebody that I think that I can trust and do the job, but it's like, who's gonna be here long enough? Because people really come and go fast. So I'm gonna have to figure that one out. But also, so what Spartan Flight does during the week is we do details around the dorm, we escort any maintenance people that come in, stuff like that. So this is the list of stuff that has to get cleaned before the day is over. Typically, I get it all done before lunch or within about an hour or two. I like to just get it over with. Typically, they're just in here chilling. It can be boring, but I tell them, I'm like, you're getting paid to be bored, so I can find more stuff for y'all to clean if you want to, but like, And I've recently started doing this, and I like it a lot more because then they come up and they tell me what they want to do. So it's kind of like they're getting to pick, which makes them a little more motivated, instead of me just saying, hey, can I get volunteers? And then I'm picking a job that they have absolutely no interest in. This is like, hey, can I do this, can I do this, can I do this? And then just starts getting checked off real fast. And I'm like, yeah. At some point, I have to be like, okay, I do need this done, who's gonna do it, like, stuff like that. But them seeing a visual of what needs to be done and how much there is to do left has seemed to be working, and I like that a lot, so. Hey, good morning, everyone.
Morning.
How you doing?
Doing well. How are you?
I'm good. How was your weekend?
Was cool.
What y'all do?
Bad.
What y'all do?
How was yours?
Mine was good. I took like a 3-hour nap yesterday. It was pretty nice.
I
I was like, I'm gonna go to the gym, and then I was like, oh, it's Sunday. No, I'm not. Just kidding. So yeah, I cleaned. When it comes to me doing laundry, like I really hate laundry. Like it's so hard for me to like wash it. Oh my god, I forgot my earrings. To wash it, dry it, and put it away in the same day. But I did that, and so I was like, oh, my week is gonna be good just because I did all that in one day. So that had me feeling good. Anybody new? Are you new to Spartan Flight? This is your first day. I just need 341 and the reason why you're here. Whether that's reclass waiting on orders, graduate waiting on orders, whatever the case is, just write that in the comment box. If you have a date, put that in and bring it to me, por favor. Those little like character things, my old roommate used to have a ton of those. How much did you spend? Okay, but how much are they typically? Like, what does one normally cost?
literally like, depending on what it is, you can go from anywhere from $12 to $100.
How many did you get?
I got 9.
Oh, okay, too much. Off rip, too much.
Why?
Why did you do that?
Huh?
Why did you do that?
Because it was cool. Like, I literally got 9 for like the price of 2.
So how much did you spend?
180.
On dolls.
On 9. I got a big ass zombie Ironman. Pretty cool.
You like it, I love it, babe. We should probably get started. Go ahead and knock the stuff out before lunch. You know, same thing, different day. Anything anyone want to volunteer for? To start off with? What you want to do? Whoa, whoa, wow! Panetta. Which one? Both laundry rooms? Alright, go ahead. You want a laundry room?
Yeah.
Who said that? Y'all both second floor?
Yeah.
Okay, one of y'all do BCD, one of y'all do ERG.
Cool.
Make sure you come back. Trash, sweep, lit. Yes, ma'am. Third floor, what? Windows? Okay. What you wanna do? Front windows? Can somebody do that with her? Front door? Clean the windows on the front doors? She needs one other person to do it with her. Help her get it knocked out faster. Okay, have fun. Y'all can go. Once you have a job, you can go. Window? Okay, go ahead. But you want to do one of them? Okay, so second floor day room and then landing zone. Y'all can go ahead. Go. Third floor EFG laundry room.
Everybody working hard.
Get out of here.
Get that, that was dumb as heck.
Go ahead, try it.
Somebody can use this water.
No, dump it. Wanna give you my love.
Okay. I need a male to do the first floor, BC. Did you just hide?
Come on, chill out.
Did you just hide?
Come on, I know you gonna pick me.
Wow, he's literally hiding. Oh my god.
Give me a second. I just got back. I just got back.
Got back from what?
I just sat down. Just got back. Oh, you know what I was doing? He just. Why you sit down here? That's right. That's right. That's it. Huh? I'm watching Warriors. Warriors. Can I watch like 3 episodes and I go to bed?
Watch like 3 episodes? It's gonna run into lunch. No, we gotta get this done before lunch.
But I did like 15 things already.
Including calling standby for a captain. You gotta make up for some
I was
stuff.
learning.
Nah. Captain walked in. I said, look alive. He said, area standby. I said, what? What? I'm like, you're
He
lying.
laughed. He had a good time. Okay, what I gotta do?
First floor, laundry room, BCD.
No, I did like 2 different laundry rooms.
Why did you do 2?
Because nobody took care of the day room upstairs. What do you want to say? Why y'all volunteering? You know what's
No,
crazy?
it's only needs to be 1 person. It's not that much for 2 people.
You know what's crazy about this?
Okay, better yet. 1, 2, 3. Rose, yeah. Can you guys do the second floor day room and tile?
I did a day room. I did the trash out and everything in the day room.
In the which day room?
In the second floor day room. Because good little windows and nobody's in there taking trash out. So I took out
Yeah,
the trash.
because that was a whole separate job.
Oh.
Okay, well I need it swept and mopped. You know, like the tile outside?
The day room?
Yeah, inside and outside the day room. I need all that swept and mopped. No, you need you. They need you because they need males up there. So y'all can go down the wings into the laundry room to get the supplies.
You know what? I'm gonna stop being nice to y'all. I'm gonna stop being nice to people in here.
Yeah, it gets done faster when there's 3 people. Yeah.
Come on, you scrubs. Somebody's gonna take my bed.
Thank you.
It's lunchtime now. I'm just gonna be in my room for lunch today. But I just wanted to show you real quick what your room is supposed to look like for the day. Because we have to have our room in inspection ready order at all times. So our beds need to be made up. Floor needs to be clean. That's why we vacuumed last night. Or, you know, whatever. The mirrors need to be clean. And our vanities need to be clean. Bathroom needs to be cleaned. Wall lockers have to remain locked. If they're not, that is an automatic failure. They only did checks like once a week. So once you get your whole, here, I'll show you mine. So these are our inspection cards. I have a phase 3 one, that's why it looks really empty. But if you're phase 2, it's white or whatever. And once that gets completely filled out, then you only get inspections once a month. But because I had a new roommate, she needed hers done once a week. So I'm back to having weekly inspections just because my roommate does. So yeah. We just helped clean out all the Christmas decorations in the CQ hallway, and look who we ran into. Ooh.
Okay, so y'all are free to go on standby. 383rd drill pad, form up for final form at 16:30. 381st, 382nd, 16:50. Don't go anywhere outside of the route of march. And if they call for Spartan Airmen, please come down, or I'm gonna have to tag you. Cool? Any questions? See y'all tomorrow. Have a great day.
Good morning. It's Tuesday, I don't really know. I don't want to like keep recording the same thing every day because my days are pretty like repetitive. And my life also just really isn't that interesting, to be honest. So I'll try and record if anything new happens today or whatever the case may be. Also, I did not sleep that well last night. I don't know. I'm just like really tired, and I went to bed like at a decent time. I think it was like 10 o'clock, and that's not bad. So I don't know. It doesn't matter how. It doesn't matter what time I go to bed. I'm gonna be tired anyways. But I was kind of dreaming crazy, so I think that kind of added to it. I'm gonna have a good day today. Excited for I don't know, it to be over, I guess. My MTL actually just went on paternity leave. His wife had a baby boy yesterday, and I think it was yesterday. And yeah, really excited for him, happy for him and his family. To be honest, I might be leaving before he does, so it's a little bittersweet. I won't be able to say bye, but you know, it's okay. Hope him and his family are doing good. He's still keeping us updated on like the Discord or whatever. Outfit of the day. Try to switch it up a bit, you know. And here's the complete fit. You know, I tried to use this matching top with it, and then I thought I'd add like a what side is it on? These cute patches. I thought they went really nice with some stripes, and I thought my name would be cute up there. So yeah, this is the fit of the day. Came to the gym with Carter, and we were doing our own thing, and then I came out to the weight room and he was like, hey yo, hit this real quick. So this is me feeling big body. If my form isn't perfect, please mind your business. It was a spur of the moment type thing, and I'm still learning, you know. Just woke up from like a 3-hour nap. That felt so good. I was so tired today. But I'm on my way to a white room meeting real quick, and then I'm headed to the gym.
Just want to say thank you guys for putting your time and energy into filling out that packet and becoming the white robe. I look forward to getting to know each and every one of you hopefully before I leave in 2 weeks. I hope you enjoy the white robe program as much as everyone else in this room does. And I wish you the best of luck here. Room 10 front. White robe candidates, right up front. About please. Room S.
I have only just a minute. Or 60 seconds. Only 60 seconds. Forced upon me. Can't refuse it. Didn't seek it. Didn't choose it. It's up to me. It's up to me to use it. I must suffer. If I lose it. If I use it. Just a tiny little minute. Just a tiny little minute. Eternity. What eternity is it? Good night.
Stretch before and after working out. Cannot stress that enough. But yes, I did leg day today. My favorite. I was looking forward to this set. I started doing it last week. Well, what's today? Wednesday? I did it on Saturday, and I was like, whew, I really worked my ass off quite literally today. So I didn't record all my workouts, obviously, or all my sets, because that's kind of, you know, a lot. But whew, showed some of them. Feeling good, got a good pump in. So yeah, it is currently 20:49. Gym closes in 10 minutes, so I'm gonna stretch for the next 10 minutes, go back to my room, take a shower, eat the rest of my Chipotle, and go to sleep. Do it all again tomorrow. The only reason I'm in the gym later today is because I had the white rope meeting, and I used to be a head white rope, but then I took it off because I thought I was leaving, but the joke was on me, haha. So I still claim to be a white rope, I just don't wear it or have the position that I used to have. I was a head white rope. I was in charge of blood donations, which is a whole thing. But yeah, I still like to support my peoples. So yeah, let me get this stretching and I'll see y'all next time.
Maybe a milkshake.
What about a churro milkshake?
Maybe an ice cream and a churro.
A churro milkshake?
No.
He was singing my life with his words, killing me softly with his song, killing me softly with his song, telling my whole life with his words, killing me.
We are next to a churro house.
With his song.
Okay, churros it is. I don't want churros.
Fucking good. We ended up driving to Sonic for milkshakes, and right when we got in the drive-thru, she's like, actually, I don't want anything anymore. So this is us wasting time in Target looking at stuff. And we also went to Walmart because she wanted a phone case that Target didn't have, and she got the wrong size. So here we have Friday, the start of our morning muster. And basically, morning muster is just when all of our commanders come and talk to us, give us some encouragement, and send us off for our weekend.
Time, I want you to remember.
I am an American Airman!
What's our first Air Force value? So I say this to you a lot, integrity, right? The root of integrity comes from the same word as integer, same word as integrate. It means wholeness, it means completeness. So what you're trying to do as an airman above everything, first and last, is you are trying to be whole. You are trying to be the most genuine, authentic, balanced version of yourself, which makes you the most powerful version of yourself. So what I say to you a lot is see the whole picture. The invitation is see the whole picture. What are we celebrating on Monday? For a lot of people, this represents the picture of goodness in the world. Martin Luther King is a person that spread joy, justice, light. It was all about bringing the whole picture of humanity together. It was all about joining us as races, as sexes, as genders, as whatever, together as one human family. A lot of African American households in the country, you're not going to be able to go in and not see a picture of Martin Luther King on the wall, representing something to aspire to. What? So Martin Luther King was all these things, right? He was all these really good, all these really beautiful, light things. Martin Luther King also struggled with mental health for most of his life, severe depression. Martin Luther King attempted suicide twice before he was 13 years old. Made it through that. This is a part of the shadow that comes with the light. Not doesn't take away from his light, but it's something to consider if you see the whole picture of him. Martin Luther King had a good friend, good mentor named Bayard Rustin, who organized the March on Washington, walked with him, taught him, helped develop him. Bayard Rustin was LGBTQ+, which at the time was not very acceptable for a lot of people, certainly not in the black community and not in the civil rights movement. So Martin Luther King, while he said all these things about everybody being together and injustice here is an injustice everywhere, we need to be whole, we need to be this, we need to be that, he struggled with this because he loved Bayard Rustin, but he had a hard time wrapping his head around that aspect of Bayard Rustin. So ultimately Bayard Rustin had to step into the sidelight so that he didn't give Martin Luther King that whole thing that he was wrestling with, but that's part of his light. That's a part of his shadow. Does that make sense? Martin Luther King was married to Coretta Scott King, love of his life. But Martin Luther King struggled to be faithful to her. This is well documented. Martin Luther King had many mistresses, lots of little out there stuff. This was a hard thing for him. Doesn't take away from the greatness he did in the world. Doesn't take away from the fact that he transformed everybody and everything for generations and centuries. But this is good to know so you see the whole picture of him. Does this make sense? Know this. 4 things. 1, every light has shadow. Person in your life who you think is amazingly good, has no vice, does nothing but walk on water and good stuff in a world that is inaccurate. Does that make sense? Martin Luther King said it this way. He said there's good in the worst of us and evil in the best of us. I tend not to think about people as good and evil. I think about people as light and shadow. The person that you think is the darkest, I think is the person that is the most fearful, is in the most pain, is the most confused, is the person that was the most abused. Doesn't justify what they're doing or how they're doing it, but you gotta see the whole picture. Every light has a shadow. Person in your class you're looking at, that you're like, if I could just be like them, they are struggling with something that would shock you. I'm the chaplain, I can tell you. Every person you're looking out here is wrestling with something heavy that would shock you. You would never guess that. All you see is their light. Some of the issue with social media is all people post usually is their light. So you get the impression that everything in their life is light. That's not true. That's not the whole picture. Everybody standing on this path has a shadow. At least one, probably 2. Now this is not an evil thing about you necessarily, but it's a challenge, it's a struggle. It's important that you see that whole picture. Doesn't take away from your light, but every light has a shadow. The reverse of that too means every shadow has a light. So the person in your life who you think is completely dark, who does no good on the world, doesn't add anything to the existence, it's just a waste of breath or a waste of humanity, has some light in there. Does that make sense? This is hard when that person has done you harm. When that person has been absent from your life or toxic in your life, you're gonna be tempted to say this person is all dark. But that's inaccurate. I could always find 2 or 3 people. You could always find 2 or 3 people who would say that person was good to me. They took care of me. As far as I can tell, that person is really good. Sometimes you see this in the same family, right? Some of you have siblings who are a large distance of years away from you. Sometimes you see your parents doing different stuff with them. They get more light. You feel like you got all the shadow. Some of you are the oldest, and your parents figured some stuff out with you. By the time they got around to your younger sibling, they seem to be more gentle, more peaceful. They seem to have figured out some wisdom stuff, and you think, now they seem to be all light. Before they were all shadow. None of those things are accurate. Does that make sense? The person you were looking at in your class, in your dorm, in this whatever that you think is completely dark, has no light in there, not true. So the third thing is see the whole picture. Person that you think is all the way good, has nothing happened, struggling with something. So ask them. Be curious. There's always more than meets the eye. Nobody is picture perfect. Ask them. The person who you think is completely dark and full of hate and whatever is afraid. They're full of pain. Probably pain they want other people to share with them, and it comes out as really dark looking stuff. Be curious about them, and you would see some of the light that is in there buried under that stuff. Does that make sense? Seeing the whole picture is important so that you don't judge people. So that when you see people here have their challenges or their struggles, you don't judge them. You try to integrate with them. You try to bring them together. Because what you want is a whole family in here. And it would be easy for you to look at somebody and be like, how could you do that? All you need to do is remember your life. Remember the thing that you struggle with. Everybody comes into my office. There's some stuff that's crazy. I'd be like, oh, except I have to remember that there are 3 or 4 or 5 things that I struggle with. And if you could see the whole picture of me, it wouldn't take away from my light, but it would let you know that I'm a whole human being. Does this make sense? So the third thing is see the whole picture. Last thing is be. Be the whole picture. Lean into the part of you that is shadow and the part of you that is light. Both of those things are important. They both help. Martin Luther King struggled with severe depression, which means that he knew what it was to have that nightmare all the time. The I have a dream speech comes out of that. It's not in spite of that. He's moving through depression, so he gets that being black at that point in America feels like depression. So he knows how to speak to it because that's his thing. It makes him a particular kind of instrument, particular kind of vessel. But you can't separate that depression from him. Him being in those depths allows him to lead other people through those depths. Me having suffered with anxiety for a large part of my life helps me sit with other people who have anxiety, and I cannot separate that. The thing that got me to meditation is anxiety. I can't separate that. Now, what a lot of people reflect to me is, oh, Chap, you're so soothing. You're so calm. You're so balanced. And I am now. But only because I moved through that. And the whole picture of me includes that part of my life. Does that make sense? Some of the stuff you're going through here is purely for your emotional benefit, so that later you can lead other people through it, so that you are a more relatable leader later, so that your people will not feel weird bringing something to you because you have felt it. And you can relate to them and they can relate to you. Does this make sense? Shadows are important because that is what makes your light meaningful. When I was a bass player for a living, I could play with people sometimes who were technically brilliant, but could not really come from a gut place, emotional place, and really deliver something. Some songs you have to have felt for you to really sing it. You have to have been betrayed. You have to have been lied to. You have to have been cheated on. You have to have been stepped on. You have to have any number of things that happen for your joy, for you to really sing something and it come through. And when you get there, it makes you a much more effective artist. People are touched by you because you're touched by the song. You can relate to it. Does this make sense? In order for you to be able to relate to it, you need to have had shadow. You need to be in touch with your shadow side. Because that's what brings all the flavor to life. That brings all the texture to life. Don't beat yourself up for whatever shadow you perceive that you have, because everybody has one. Always try to work to get better. We're always trying to work toward integrity, always trying to work toward wholeness. But the more you know what you're struggling with, the less judgmental you are of what the person to your left or your right is struggling with. And the more we become a whole family, When you think about this day, Martin Luther King, think about all the amazing, beautiful, impactful, medicinal things that he did in the world, but also know that he struggled with some stuff. And all that was important. Does that make sense? Him struggling with infidelity was important because he could look across the line at people who were trying to burn him or put fire hoses on him or dogs on him and know, oh, that's their shadow, but I also have mine. Does that make sense? Even though I'm opposed to you, I'm standing opposed to you, I know we're both human beings at the end of the day. If I'm loving you, that's the only way we're going to get back together, It is a 3-day weekend. Enjoy it. Not too much, Commander said it, you got to see the whole picture. When you're out and about, decompress, celebrate. You're in the American Air Force, you're an airman. You're doing something that 99.9% of people couldn't do. So turn up respectably. Don't drink anything you're not supposed to drink. Don't dishonor your ancestors. Don't dishonor your kids. Don't dishonor your loved ones, and get out of here what you came in here to get. Does that make sense? Every Friday, like we do, I'll say these words. James Brufton, you lead it, I'll follow. I'll lead it, you'll follow. This is it.
This is it.
I am it.
I am it.
You are it.
You are it.
So is that.
So is that.
He is it.
He is it.
She is it.
She is it.
It is it.
It is it.
That is that.
That is that.
What is this?
What is this?
It is thus.
It is thus.
It is them.
It is them.
It is us.
It is us.
It is now.
It is now.
So here it is.
Here it is.
Here we are.
Here we are.
This is it.
So this is it.
Happy Friday.
Happy Friday. That's my chaplain. Okay, so on Fridays we have the option to change into PT gear, like so. We had 91 new airmen come in today. I think since I've been here, or at least been at Spartan, that is the biggest flight to come in. I thought was that's gonna be crazy because that means next Friday they'll be with me. So I'm not really worried about it. I've had a flight of like 80 some come in, so not too worried about it. Obviously it's a lot of people to like keep up with, but the new airmen are always pretty good. They're coming like right from basic training. They're afraid to do things wrong, so they're not normally like an issue as far as like accountability and like doing what's asked of them. So I'm not too worried about that. I'm excited to see all these new people come in, and I like to ask them questions and get to know them a little bit. Let them know that they can kind of take a breather, like it's okay. Nobody's gonna like yell at you like they do at basic. Y'all don't have to be as worried and anxious. But yeah, I'm about to eat some of my leftovers and then head back down and continue assigning details. I already got them doing most of it, so when I go back down, it's just a few more things to do. And then to be honest, they're almost done, and it's already like 9:40 in the morning. I told y'all I get stuff done fast around here, so yeah, we'll see how the rest of the day plays out. They asked to be in my video, so hear what they have to say about BMT. All right, what's one piece of advice you give somebody about to go into basic training?
Advice I would give to somebody going to basic training is basic training, especially in the Air Force, is attention to details. They're going to try to stress you out as much as possible. I'd say pick your spots, have fun, and laugh with the wingman. There's not going to be many times you get that, but just try to calm yourself down, take it day by day. And don't think too much ahead, just do the task at hand. Focus on that.
I would say a lot of people say stay low and keep quiet, but it's going to make your experience really boring and corny. So I would suggest trying to be a student leader or a guidon or doing something. It'll help make the process more fun and you'll have a good time.
I would say don't do what I did and volunteer for something the first time you get there, because you'll be traveling for the first 4 weeks. But bring a journal and write in it as much as you can. Like Sundays, I wrote my journal, I wrote like the whole week, and like, because it's going to go by fast and you're not going to remember anything. But if you write it all down, it'll help you get through it, because you can't talk to you usually talk to at home. And then you can remember everything after. And bring it to Texas. That's the thing.
I would say just take it day by day. It's going to be stressful, but also go to the church services, specifically the 7-day Adventist one, because they always have service.
Move fast and be loud. A lot of people don't move fast and then they get in trouble for it, and it makes a whole lot of problems. Try to like slink in the back, or they randomly choose people to do jobs. So don't think you'll get away just by being quiet.
I would say bring peanut butter into your dorm because you know you gotta. I'm kidding. No. Yeah, like how you said, just be loud. Obviously, show that you want to be there. So like on PT especially, sound off. Sound off meaning like you yell and you be excited. Because if you're not excited, then why are they gonna try to put out their best effort into you? So yeah, just be a good trainee.
Don't take the MTIs yelling at you as like something personal. Just know that they're doing it to like get everyone else's attention that's around you. I love my laptop. And they're not trying to like single you. So just like don't take it personal and just listen to what they say.
I think you should Just keep your head down and do what you're supposed to do. It's nothing too serious. Anybody can pass. It's not hard. Just listen to what the MTIs tell you, how they tell you. Yeah, make sure you have your mandatory items.
For me, you just gotta take it one day at a time. Of course, it's gonna feel uncomfortable, homesick. You might regret it, but at the end of the day, millions of people are gonna come before you and after you. Just do what you gotta do.
Do PT workouts before you go because they're super easy, but if you're not prepared before you go, it's gonna suck.
I would say teamwork. Teamwork is everything. It's like everything you do. If you need help, just ask for like a wingman. You can't do anything by yourself. Teamwork is everything.
I would say a lot of people are scared to join because they're scared of getting yelled at. Just remember that it's the MTI's job to do that, and don't take it personally. Instead, just correct yourself and don't do it again.
Everything like 100% of your abilities. It's going to be way easier if you're putting in the effort than looking like you're not trying.
Be selective with who you call your friends.
Just volunteer for everything. It's not forever, so it doesn't take that long.
I feel like the biggest thing was be where you're supposed to be, when you're supposed to be, and just listen to what they say, follow instructions, and that's really all you need.
I didn't record a lot on Saturday. That's me at the mall. And then this is me in the Student Activity Center getting a massage on the massage chair. And then I just ended my night going to dinner with some friends. And that's pretty much how my Saturday ended. I appreciate all of you guys for watching this video, and please tune in to the next one. Bye.